right. Well, our AI overlords say that we are live. I'm going to assume they're correct because who am I to, go against our AI overlords? Tonight we have a large cast, a lot of new folks in the stream, and a new chronicle, a new system, Werewolf 20th Anniversary Edition. So we're going to be doing a little World of Darkness, and with that, a new story. We're not going to introduce anyone just yet. We're going to hop right into the story, and then folks can introduce themselves as their characters come up. So a little bit of background. All the characters, this is modern day, right now, as history has gone, as far as all of you know. We're in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, to be more specific. All of you are here for various reasons, either through work, you might be native, you might have been born here. Regardless, all of you awake to a pounding headache. Your left arm is sore, swollen, and hurts a lot, particularly at the junction where your elbow is. There's not a lot of light, but what there is shocking to your eyes. It's a single bulb hanging from the ceiling on an electrical line. As your vision starts to come in more, you are in a brick-lined, maybe 20 by 20 room, very sparse furniture. It smells of damp and mildew. There's a steel door with no window, no bar, no handle on your side, but there is a lock. As you come to, James, introduce yourself and tell us what your character looks like.
I'm James, or Jame. Just James without the S, basically. My character's name is Koa Malu. Koa, if I had to describe him, is a young go-to kid, barely 18, maybe 19, depending on how you look at him. And he came from California, originally from Hawaii, of Hawaiian descent, and made his way to Alaska to work on the crabbing vessels. He watched The Deadliest Catch and wanted to live it out himself.
Let me pause you just for a second. So just give us the physical description of your characters.
Oh,
That's cool.
right.
We'll get into the background in a bit. Anything else you want to add as to what your character looks
Gotcha.
like?
He's about 6'1" tall, has short buzz cut hair, brown hair, has very blue eyes, and likes to wear just simple clothing with I'm wearing a baseball cap, unless he's out fishing, but
Okay.
yeah.
Does
Sorry.
anyone's character decide that you want to know Koa? This is just a yes or no. If you think your character might know Koa from work, from running into him in the street, say so. If not, that's fine.
How long's you been here?
Probably a couple years.
Yeah, I'll say I know him.
Okay.
I've run into him. Not good friends, but acquaintance.
Okay. In which case, Koa, you recognize Oak. Introduce yourself and what your character looks like.
Hey, this is Oak. I am playing. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I go by. They call me Tyr for short. He's a 18-year-old kid, jet black hair, medium length. Kid's probably about 150 pounds, dripping wet. Very lithe. It looks like he's agile, but not pretty toned. Trying to grow some facial hair, but for a native and his age, it's just not happening. He just got that little bit of whisker trying to show out, and I got dark brown eyes.
All right. Does anybody think their character might know Tyr? Okay. Nick, introduce yourself and your character.
Hi. My character is Mikhail. Russian descent. He looks kind of like what you would imagine a 25-year-old Russian Alaskan Jesus would look like. Very, very long, flowy hair, long beard. Lots of tattoos all across his body, all spiritual. No anchors or anything like that. Just one with the spirits. My body is a tapestry for them.
If you're Russian Alaskan Jesus, do you have a halo tattoo?
I think more importantly, if he's part Russian, does he have the tracksuit?
Oh,
I have you know, I'm wearing Adidas pants right now.
okay. Anybody think their character might know Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He seems weird. I like it.
Kate, introduce your character.
Hello. You can call me Kate. You can call my little guy here Barnaby, aka B, if we're friends. We'll get there though. She is a muscular, tatted up, kind of brick shit house of a woman. A little intimidating. She's got this like beach blonde, almost white hair that's up in dreads. And I am as interested to know her backstory as you guys are.
And how does Barnaby know Mikhail?
You take part in my produce, yes?
You have very good produce. And
Yes.
You give good recommendations for where to get tattoos.
Business relations, yes. We've bonded.
Okay. Anybody think they might know Barnaby that hasn't already introduced their characters?
I might.
Slumber, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, introduce yourself and your character.
Slumber and character is Connor, and I am bad at describing, but I can do my best. He's kind of small, is not the strongest looking man, but he's got orange hair that it looks like he puts a lot of effort into keeping his hair nice as best he can. But he's fairly nervous around places unless he's behind the wheel of his a vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not really. He just wears common clothes, tries to keep warm.
All right. Connor, does Michael Bolton or Kat think they might know Connor? Nope. Well, the last two characters know each other. So let's go ahead and start with John. Why don't you describe Kat for
All
us
right.
and introduce yourself?
So, hi, I'm John. You may also know me as Captain Carrion from the chat. And tonight I will be playing Kat Johnson. She is 5'0", slim, with about 70 pounds soaking wet, flaming red hair, blue eyes, and about 25 years old. She knows Michael Bolton because she is the opposite shift's IT person.
Okay. Well, that leaves one person. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us about Michael Bolton?
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Bolton. I'm your typical angry white, skinny, nerdy computer guy who is simultaneously disdainful and afraid of everyone. He's the kind of guy that would, say yes sir, no sir, and then get in his car and listen to the Ghetto Boys or something. He doesn't like Kat Johnson. because she's the IT person on the opposite shift and thinks she knows everything. It's definitely not because she's a girl, because he wouldn't do that, but he doesn't like her. And he doesn't like
Okay.
anybody.
And that was Bill, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Bill. Sorry.
Along with your characters, there are 4 other people here. Bethany Parks, who is a small 5'4", long dark-haired waif of a girl wearing Doc Marten shoes that bring her up to a mighty 5'5", and very goth makeup. Andrew McIntyre, a chiseled 6'2", bronze-skinned man in an executive suit, who immediately starts marching towards the door. Jenny Jones, 5'8", pixie cut redhead, very cute, wearing attire that's a couple of sizes too big for her, making her kind of very obscured in the clothing that just hangs on her like bags. And finally, Bruce Dodson, the bald white guy that works for the same company as Michael Bolton and Kat, but of course he doesn't know either one of you because you're IT. He's in management. So,
and I'm no relation to the singer, damn it.
No.
Don't accuse me of that.
So as Andrew marches towards the door, looks a bit concentrating in the fact that he doesn't see a handle, which he's hoping to turn a handle, pull a handle, something. Instead, he bangs on the door. There is a sound of a snap, the smell of ozone and burning flesh. As he steps back, having just suffered a 3rd-degree burn to the hand that touched the door. And a light now appears above the door on a screen that's concealed. It looked like just a brick a moment ago. But now it says, begin, in red letters. There's a countdown timer that just flipped over from, it's showing 59 minutes now. Seems to be counting down.
Someone's watched too much Saw.
Yeah, it's like this is Saw vibes.
Pulls off his tie, wraps up the wound. You can tell that it's a bad wound. The wound was almost instantly cauterized. You can see a bit of bone there, but not making a lot of. He's not making a lot of fuss over it. He just quickly wraps it with his tie.
Are we bound?
Not at all. You all are a little foggy-headed, and all of your left arms are like you can notice each other as they're kind of wringing out your left arm. Some of you are kind of massaging that crease in your arm.
I'm looking. Is there any needle marks or anything?
Yeah,
there is. It's actually quite inflamed. It looks almost like a bullseye right on that vein.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. What? One of y'all shoot me up? Why are we here?
What's that said? You said it was counting down?
Yeah.
Is there any kind of camera or any other opening, like pipes or anything in here?
There is a vent. Almost dead set in the ceiling. The ceiling's about 7 feet up. It's small. It's about not quite 3 foot on a side.
Well,
hey, can somebody boost me up? I can see if I can get in the vent.
Cat's looking up.
Yeah, I got you.
If they boost me up, I'm going to carefully brace myself on the side of the ceiling beside it with that, and then just quickly touch it with a finger and back away in case it's electrified as well.
It's not. It seems to be fine, and you can feel a little bit of air coming down. Like it's forced air. It smells antiseptic.
I'm just gonna look around. As I look around, do I see any other bricks like the one where the countdown is suddenly appeared from that might look different from the rest of the bricks?
Let us now do the first roll of the game.
Oh
Um,
boy. Oh no.
Okay, so this is going to be basically you're taking a hard look around. Do you have any? You have a particular skill or knowledge that would help you figure out that something is hidden or obscured?
Probably not in particular, other than just general perception.
Hmm. Okay, in this case, so do you have anything in enigmas at all, or do you have anything in larceny under skills?
Negatives, 0 dots in
Neither.
both.
Oh wow. Okay, in which case, just roll me, well, just a perception check. Just roll perception. So if you click
Do
on the
I
word perception, it should
Gotcha.
roll the dice. It should ask a few questions.
Oh, I do have a
And
specialty. It's uncanny instinct, but I don't.
that's fine. So where it asks you if you want to apply that, do under the difficulty, make it a 6. So click on the 6 and
6.
then roll.
Okay. And we're not including uncanny instinct, right?
No, you
Sorry.
can include it. You can
Okay.
include it.
Okay.
I see Kat and immediately think it's her fault.
Probably does. 2 successes. So you notice that the brick in question, when you get really close to it to look at it, it's when there's no light on it, it's basically painted to look like the rest of the bricks, but it is a display. So you start to look around for any more of those. You don't find any, but what you do find is there's a small clock on the ground in the corner. It's painted the same kind of gray drab as the bricks around you, so it didn't stand out at first. You notice that it is now showing 2 minutes after midnight. And it is it's an old wind-up clock. You can hear it now if you picked it up very quietly going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Okay, and I compare that with the clock up on the wall above
Well, the
the
wall
door,
is just a countdown, which is now showing 58 minutes.
and it's 2 minutes after midnight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll look to everyone else and say, well, if this clock is right, whatever happens after that timer goes off, and I point towards the 58 minutes, it's going to be at 1 a.m. on this clock. I point towards the mechanical clock in my hand that is now in my hands.
Oak, now that you're close to the vent, it would be a really tight fit for you. You notice that it's secured just by a couple of screws. You figure that's probably not a very big thing to get rid of. You can probably just yank it down, but it would be awfully tight for you. Looking around the room, Bethany Parks is the smallest of the group.
Wait, Bethany Parks is smaller than Kat?
Yeah, like she's like 5'4", and she is skinny as a rail.
Kat's
Oh,
5'0" and skinny as a rail.
Yeah.
I'm 5'1".
Mm. Yeah,
Surrounded by tiny
tiny.
people.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess.
Blame
They
the
are
dice.
quite.
I'm
They're
gonna
quite
see if
small.
I can yank it
There's-
down and just get a good look first.
You kind of get your fingers up inside the slots and yank it, and it comes off easily enough. It goes up maybe 2 feet and then makes a hard left, which would be putting it right above where the door is. And then it's just a long, aluminum, steel box.
Is it the same? Is it the same 3 foot, or does it become larger?
No, it
in the
narrows.
shaft?
It narrows very quickly.
Damn it! Hey, you're little. Come here. You should be able to do this. This looks like it leads right outside the door. Maybe you can get us out. And I
Can I examine the door?
get down some, or you have a Barnaby get me down.
Okay, so you climb down. Bethany starts patting herself down, and then she finally gets to her Doc Martens. She finds a couple of clove cigarettes. She's like, well, okay. Look, I know you three, and she points to basically the 3 NPCs, but I don't know any of the rest of you. She puts a clove cigarette in her mouth. Anybody got a light? I need to calm my nerves down a little bit first. My Zippo's gone.
I feel around. I'm like, yeah, I've got a lighter that I palmed off somebody.
Okay. Would you have just kept it in your pocket?
Yeah.
Hey, it's not there.
Well, shit. I had one.
Yeah.
It was a
I
cool
looked for
Zippo.
I look for a phone.
Okay. Basically, if you had any implement like a pocket knife, a lighter, a phone, gone.
Okay.
Common stuff you still have. The old keys gone too. None of you have keys either.
But we have the old prison pocket.
Do you just keep stuff in that on like day-to-day basis?
I've got this watch.
I would.
It's a long story.
Can I examine the door?
Yep, I'll get to you in just 1 second. I'm just
Gotcha.
gonna. There's so many of us. I'm just gonna go just with everybody's thing first. So, Bethany's asking for a lighter, and this is when everyone just figures out that no cell phone, no keys, no pocket knives, spare change you have, your IDs are gone.
Is there a light in the room?
A single bulb hanging from an electrical cable. Looks like it was retrofitted. The room itself didn't have one.
Oh,
Maybe if you're careful, you can light that cigarette off that door. Maybe.
But she tries it. She steps up to it, puts the cigarette in her mouth, gets really close. It's an incandescent bulb, so it's hot enough. It does actually light her clove. But she takes a big breath in. After a couple of puffs, she's like, "Okay." She climbs up the tower of people holding her up, and she kind of scoots in. It's a tight fit for her too, but she's pretty limber, and she kind of crawls herself in. Who's checking the door?
That would be me, Connor.
Okay, Connor. Again, you can see that there's a little bit of light coming at the bottom and edges of the door. They're very tight, so it's just a very thin amount. It looks like it's hinged on the other side, so you don't have access to the hinges. There's no door handle, but there is not a padlock, but a key lock here.
Okay. Does the door feel hot?
57 minutes now. You want to touch the door?
Not touch, but I'm like hold my hand above.
No, it doesn't.
What is it made of?
Steel
Steel.
or metal of some sort.
Yeah, metals. It should be really hot for. Sir, do you mind if I check your hand?
Are you a doctor?
EMT.
All right. He pulls his tie off and winces as some of the skin had stuck to the tie. It's a really bad burning. Yeah, there's bone exposed. You're an EMT. I just tell you what. Why don't you give me a roll? This will be intelligence and your medical skill. In this case, it's medicine. If you have a particular extra for being an EMT, you can add it there.
How do I add? Oh, there we go. And what's the bonus? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yep.
Okay, and this is going to be a 6 as well for the difficulty.
All right.
Oh, look at that. Tons of successes. Good news is that it was hot enough that it's completely stopped the blood flow. It probably killed any germs on there, but the exposed bone is going to be a problem if he doesn't get it seen too soon. Also, you can tell by the kind of like the shape of the burn and how just incredibly intense it was that this was an electrical burn.
We might want to not crawl through that vent if it goes over the door.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh yeah, it's that's an electrical burn there. So that would
No
explain
shit,
why-
Sherlock. As he pulls his hand back and wraps it up.
I
Bethany,
Was it the pop
wanna be up
when I
there?
touched it that maybe brought you to that conclusion? I'm sorry, Kate. What did Barnaby say?
I am asking Bethany if she is okay.
It's dark in here.
I'll be back in 1 sec. Sorry, something just.
You just go left. It should take you out to the hallway.
Hey, it's still going straight. There's no turns yet. Anybody got a light?
look through my pockets, see if I have anything. on me.
Who's speaking? Sorry, I still need to get
Koa
you.
or James.
James. Is Koa a smoker?
No.
No light.
I also looked down on my boots. Are they the ones I wore to the bar last night?
They were the last thing you remember putting on. Yes.
Good, okay. I say I can try kicking the door down, but I doubt it'll do any good. But, that's the best thing I got.
Did you? Sorry, sorry. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, my name's Koa, sorry.
Yeah.
Weird time meet somebody.
Yeah, Connor. I saw you looking around the room. Did you see anything?
Yeah, I got this clock here. It says it's about 3.5 minutes past midnight. I show him the clock.
Yeah. It's the only thing you found?
Sorry, yeah. Bless you.
While you guys are talking, there is a crash, and you hear Bethany scream for a moment, and then everybody is near the door. It's kind of examining the door. You hear a big thud on the other side of the door.
Oof.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I fell through a vent. There's a little bit of light out here. They look like emergency lights.
Don't touch the door. What does it look like?
It's metal. There's a handle and a lock.
Is there anything hooked up to it?
There's like a wow. There's a whole bunch of car batteries.
Ooh.
Like a clamp.
Oh,
Yep.
that could go bang.
I think it's shorted out though. It smells like
Are they
Like
just clamped
burning
on the
rubber?
batteries?
yeah. The wire's burnt out though.
Carefully, just don't touch anything. Just take one of the clamps and remove it without touching any of the wires.
Okay. It's clear.
Now do the other one.
Where's oh, there it is. Okay. Clear.
Somebody want to test the door?
Connor will brave the door.
Okay, you beat me to it.
He'll touch it with a finger.
I was supposed to say.
Right. It's fine. It's not electrical. It's a little cool to the touch now.
He said there's no handle on this side.
There's no handle on this side. John, you were going to say something.
Oh, no.
No?
Is there a handle on that side?
Yes. Yeah. There's a handle over here.
I think she said it was locked. Did she?
Well, there's a lock. I don't know if it's locked or can I?
Yeah, you
Should
should be
I
able to
try?
touch it. See if you can open the door.
Yeah, it's safe to touch.
Okay.
Ah,
So she yanks. There's just a barest amount of motion on your side. It's locked. It's locked.
does it have key? Does it have a keyhole, or is it this? Is it a switch?
No. There's a keyhole on the side too.
Damn it!
Is it in a lock, or is the lock built into the door, or is it like a padlock hanging on the door?
It's built into the door on your side. She confirms from the other side. Yeah.
You said we can see a light around the edge of the door.
Yes.
Are we talking a deadbolt or just a mechanism to stop the turning of the bolt?
Kat, you take a really good look. You put your eye up pretty close there. It looks like it's multiple deadbolts.
Well, okay, we're not getting through that.
Can you describe what it looks like? Like how big's the hole? How long is the slot in it? He's trying to see if he's seen a lock like this.
Actually, given what you do for a living here, it doesn't look any different than like a normal master lock. I mean, it looks like a pretty simple lock.
Is there any space like where something could be slid under the door?
Yeah, a little.
Can you tear off some of the wires? out there. Just
yeah.
several little bundles of it and slide them under the door.
Okay. They're hot. Okay.
Yeah, be careful.
Here. Does it matter what color?
No, you may have to wiggle them to get them to break.
Okay.
Question, real quick. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Tyr, would I know anything about what you're trying to do right now from your character?
Probably not.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. I'm just curious.
Some wires get pushed up underneath the door. They barely fit, but they do.
Okay, if she gets them, I'm going to take them and start trying to fashion them in some sort of a lockpick.
Okay. That sounds like a dexterity and larceny check to me.
If he fails, I want to say something. That's okay.
And that's just clicking the skill.
Yep, and it's going to be a difficulty of 6.
Difficulty 6 already set. And which attribute? You said dexterity?
Yes.
I got nimble fingers.
That would help.
Four successes.
The lock pops.
It could go from this. I was trying to get it and was going to talk her through it. If there's something I can do from this side, sure.
You have the lock is on your side as well.
Okay, cool.
So you pop the lock, the door swings open. It had 3 deadbolts. So like this was a secure door, heavy metal secure door. The corridor that's exposed has very low light. There's like, as she was saying, they look like emergency lights that are very low to the ground that just kind of go off into the distance. The walls here they're slightly curved, almost like a steam tunnel, but it's stone.
Oh, that was impressive.
Somebody said they wanted to say something or do something if Tyr did not succeed, but
Yeah.
would you still want to say something?
No, I was just gonna suggest we use parts from the clock to make the lockpick.
So an acceptable use.
Yeah.
All told, it took you guys 4 minutes. So the
Pat the
clock
girl
is
on the
going.
shoulder. Hey, good job. You did great.
Thanks.
Yeah, good work, people. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ahead of you, it looks like the lights, again, they're low. They're low to the ground, maybe about ankle height, and they are really dim. Again, almost like emergency lights. The corridor just goes in one direction. It ends up in kind of a round room. Another one of these security doors. It's open, though. And in the room it looks almost like a lounge. No lights on, but you can kind of make out there's a pool table in here. There's a soda machine, snack machine, no power to them. Set of lockers, and there's some clothing. And they look like, they're yellow. They're rubber. So they look like utility coats, utility boots of some sort.
Alright, can I go inspect the clothing, see if I can recognize their intended use?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
head over there too.
Okay.
Does this look like a recognizable building I've been in or anything?
Not really. It's really odd. You have the feeling like it's underground because of the moisture. It's actually not cold, though, which is another oddity. So 2 people went forward. Who was that?
Koa or James?
And me, Connor.
Okay. Connor and Koa, you walk in. The door slams shut behind you.
You know,
Everyone else is in the hallway. The 2 of you are inside the room. When
we
you
should
enter
have
the
seen that
room,
coming.
the lights start to come on slowly. Soda machine. There's like a stained glass light hanging over the pool table. There's like fits and starts. Like you can almost hear like a generator kicking off somewhere in the distance as the lights start to come on.
Well, shit. Sorry.
What the hell? There's the door, trying to open the door back up.
No handle, no lock. But there are 4. They look maybe buttons, tiles. They've got characters on them. Who's looking?
All right, Koa, I think we might need to look around the room real quick.
Yep. I'm gonna do just a quick glance around the room, see if I notice anything that looks like it's out of place, even though this is a strange room already and a stone
Looks like a
room.
break room. Like you've got lockers, and you've got you've got a pool table here. You've got a small kitchenette that's got like a microwave. There's a small
Hmm.
heating coil. There's some pans. There's a pantry here.
Okay.
One of the doors is open enough that you can see there's like cans of soup, things
Hmm.
like Chef Boyardee, stuff like that. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Looking around though, you don't see another exit out of this
I
room.
I look over to Connor. I say, "So you think that was a generator kicking on off in the distance?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I look at our feet? Was there a pressure plate that we stepped on?
You want to go back and look? Yes. As you were coming through the door, you noticed that one of the tiles it's just a little askew from the rest of them, and you had to step on it. It was long and wide enough that even like trying to jump over it, unless you were prepared for it, you would have stepped on it. Um, Also, as description, the door, this one has like a little porthole, like a little glass it's got the safety mesh in between of it, so you guys can see them in the room.
Okay.
Let's take a break from that, go to the other side of the door. Who's looking at the door on this side? I said that there were 4 buttons, or like there are at least little squares on the door. Who's looking at the door from the corridor side?
Cat would be. There is distinct amount of just grumbling and profanity as she does so, but
Okay. Cat, so they look like they're deep gouges. There's 4 tiles. One of them has like a single gouge from left to right. One of them has a gouge down the middle. One of them has 2 gouges from right to left. The last one has 3 gouges right across the middle.
is it on some sort of panel that could be readily popped off?
It looks like it's right on the metal door.
Okay. So there's not going to be any just bypassing it and just wiring around it. Okay. I mean, could I try that?
Well, how do you want to do it?
Well, I don't really have anything to pop. Does Kat still have her wallet?
No. No ID, no wallet.
No wallet. Okay. So she's not going to be able to use a card to try to do that. Let's see. I wonder what the buttons do.
Well, Kat's deciding. So obviously Kat's a little indecisive. She's thinking about how she might be able to manipulate those. What else? Anyone else in the hallway doing anything?
I would like to do a little bit of heckling, please.
Okay.
Hey, Connor, it's gonna be okay. You're just gonna have to like pull out some teeth or something. I don't know how it's gonna go. It is survivable though. Usually. I mean, not usually, but occasionally. You'll be fine. It's just don't worry.
How many times?
So Barnaby, you're trying to talk to Connor through the door. Connor and Koa, you're the 2 inside the room.
Yeah.
You don't hear this.
Oh.
The room is apparently soundproofed.
Ooh, okay.
Once you're looking directly at that little glass panel, you don't hear a thing.
Okay, so I see he isn't listening.
Yeah, they're not paying any attention to you, like they can't hear you.
Damn, okay. Anything else besides buttons on our side?
Did you
I'm sorry,
guys?
say that again, Kate? Sorry.
Anything else of note besides the buttons on our side?
Well, there are those several car batteries kind of lined up on the outside of that door you just came out of. A couple of clamps that have been removed, some wires that have been yanked out. Other than that, and the little emergency lights that are around ankle level, they're encased in plastic or some kind of glass, maybe. Nothing else. Oh, and the vent shaft that Bethany fell through. Cat.
Okay.
I know how to pop the buttons off now.
Okay.
So Cat is going to go retrieve just some of the wire and she's going to go thread that behind. It's electrical wire. It's relatively stiff. You thread it behind at an angle. You make sure it's already curved before you put it in, and you get it behind. You pull both ends.
You start doing that, and what happens is, let's say you're probably trying to do it one button at a time or one tile at a time.
Would have to do it one button and then pull. Make sure you do not.
So you pull. It comes off readily. It seems to be magnetic, as there's nothing behind it at all. But when you do that, who's looking through the little glass? Probably Kate, whose device is not connected, so I'm not sure she's still with us or not. I think her microphone got disconnected.
Oh wait, there's a little glass.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Get here. So we'll say who else was looking through that little window.
I'll check on her.
Probably me. I'm not doing anything else.
Okay, Michael. So you notice when Kat popped off that little magnetic piece. Okay, Kate's back. Oh, no, Kate's gone. When that little magnetic piece came off, towards the kind of near the ceiling of that other room, your eyes just catch motion. You see a pipe, and there's something now coming out of that pipe. It's some kind of smoke.
She said she knocked her mic loose and it kicked her from the stream.
All right, I just added her back, so I think she's back now. Kate, you back with us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what you and Michael noticed when Kat pulled off one of those little magnetic tiles is in the room near the ceiling there was a pipe that's now starting to spew out some kind of smoke, some kind of something is pouring out of that pipe. Kat, those tiles are apparently magnetic. You didn't notice what's going on in the room, but it's like, yeah, it's off in your hand. It's a little magnetic tile.
I just fuck. that's just what she says. That's what comes out of her. It's just it's louder than the previous one. Just fuck.
Inside the room, Koa, Connor, you guys are kind of poking around, maybe opening some of the cabinets. Most of the lockers are opened, and you're finding things like, again, yellow rubber jackets, rubber boots, and they're high. They're like, if you guys know what a Wellington is, like they come up like past your knees, around your knees. There are some utility belts. There's tools in them. They look like a line worker's tools, like they're made for working with wires, electricity, that sort of thing. And you guys both start coughing. First, it's just a little. Then after a moment, it's more intense, and your throat's starting to burn. Both of you guys.
I look over to Connor.
Is there running water?
You go over to like the kitchen area. There's a faucet there. You hit the cold or hot water tap. You hit one, hit the other. No water.
I'm gonna quickly grab one of those rubber suits, and I'm gonna look through the tools for anything that's a metal.
Yeah. You find some pliers, like electrical pliers.
Yep. I'm gonna look for an outlet or anything that the oven or stove area is plugged into.
There's lots of electrical outlets.
Okay.
I'm
going.
Put on rubber gloves.
That's what I grabbed the rubber suit for. I'm holding the thing in the rubber suit.
Okay.
Just make sure I don't shock myself.
And what do you do?
I'm gonna try and trip a breaker, just do something to screw with electricity to.
Smart. Electricity goes off as there's a pop, and the electricity goes off. The burning sensation in your throat and nose does not stop. Both of you guys mark off the bruised level on your health track.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And when you click that, you're going to see the first click gives you a slash, the second click gives you an X, and the third click gives you a star. Do that twice to get an X in the box.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to lay down on the ground, get as low as I can. I'm going to tell Connor to get down as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
The lights went out in the room with you guys on the other side of the door. It's completely black in there. You can hear. Actually, no, you don't hear a thing.
Are the emergency lights on in the hallway still?
Yes.
Okay. Do we still hear the generator in the distance?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Damn.
Wait.
So Michael and Barnaby, neither of you said anything to anyone else about the gas coming out of the pipe. Kat, you've got something. Go ahead. Sorry.
Are these little are these magnetic tiles like in a row, or are they in sort of like a slidiness?
They're in a row.
Okay. Damn.
Barnaby.
Yeah, that's not good. The gas is in their room, right? It's not
In their
our
room, not in yours. Yeah.
Okay. Shoot. Yeah, maybe we don't maybe we don't mess with any more of those. Can you put it back on, maybe?
And we can see what's happening to them.
Now you can't because the light's gone off.
Okay, and when
they're getting
can you
gas
put
in
it
there.
back on, maybe Cat would put it back.
Okay, it clicks back into place.
Yeah, I don't know if
She
it
doesn't
worked or
know
not.
anything's happened yet. I don't think anyone's.
Well, no. Barnaby just said something about gas.
Okay, gas. Because there's gas. Wonderful, fucking wonderful. In some what is this? What's it? Saw? Is that the movie?
We're assuming, yeah.
Fuck all kinds.
What are the other symbols? What do they look like?
There's. So we have a one-way. Let's see if I'm remembering right. Or
there's 4 of them. They look like they're a gouge or a scratch. One is right to left. One is left to right. One is down the middle. And then one is top to bottom. And there's varying numbers of scratches. So the one that's left to right is a single. The one that is right to left is 2. The one that's up and down is... the one that's through the middle is 3, and the one that's up and down is 1.
So there's 2 single ones.
Yes.
What if you press both of those at the same time?
So there's no pressing. Nothing gives when you're pressing. So it's so Kat could probably. Kat's an IT person. It's a magnetic relay. The magnet is interacting with something on the other side of that plate.
okay, so magnet is interacting with something on the other side of the plate. The people inside can't hear us.
And we can't see them anymore to figure out
We
what they
can't
do.
see them anymore.
But there's
Now,
got to be some sort of lock.
Yeah, let's throw a system thing in here. You are welcome to not figure out the puzzle and simply roll enigmas. If your character has it and is good at figuring out puzzles, you are not your character, so your character could be better at it than you are. If you can figure it out yourself as the player, that's fine too.
She doesn't have enigmas, but she's very smart. Could that help?
Yes. Unfortunately, without having enigmas, you would just be rolling intelligence by itself.
Okay, that's
now,
still.
if anyone does have enigmas,
I don't have I've got 2 points in technology, though. Is this something that I maybe have seen before?
You would have the same thing as Kat. You know that there's a magnetic relay on the other side, so moving those around probably is pulling different relays on and off.
Cap
So it's just another form of a lock tier. It just happens to be a magnetic lock.
And you said one of those, the buttons comes off?
Yeah,
they all 4 are tiles. They're magnetic tiles that come off.
And it's just, is it like recessed where it went in?
Not recessed at all. The magnets just adhere to the flat surface of the panel.
Okay.
I put the symbols in the chat. Did I get them in the right numbers to the right directions?
Oh, you put them in the side. No. No, not at all. So
I'm trying.
right to left, 1, left to right, 2, 3 right across the middle, and then 1 from top to bottom in the middle.
1 from top to bottom and middle, and then I don't really have an effective symbol for a 3 on top of each other. So I'm just.
Yep. Anyone else out there that happens to have enigmas by any chance?
I do, but I'm on the wrong side of the door.
You're on the wrong side. Yeah. Right now you're coughing your lungs out. Actually, both of you guys on the other side of the door, go to hurt.
Oh,
I'm just going to roll intelligence and see if that comes up with anything at this point.
Okay.
Oh, will lateral problem solving help?
Yes.
There we go. What is the difficulty 6?
The difficulty in this case is a 7.
Okay. Well.
Wow, 3 successes. Okay. Kat, you don't think the symbols actually mean anything. It's a matter of making sure that either there is a magnet or is not a magnet in a particular place. So you got 4 positions, and they need to be either on or off. You don't think the tiles make any difference.
Okay. Well,
Or
that
what's
does.
on the tiles make any difference.
So we're just gonna. Time to start.
Now, do they have to
brute-forcing
be right in
combinations.
this area or anywhere on the door?
Tier, if you want to take a tile and start moving it around, they only stick to a particular area on the door.
Okay, yeah, because I want to kind of gently move it till I want to feel if there's a catch.
Yeah, so yeah, it's right where they were originally. All 4 of them, they catch right there, just right across from left to right, in a very
Question?
particular place on the door. Who's asking?
James or Call.
Yep, go ahead.
What's the window look like in the door? Is it?
Right now, you can't even see it. It's pitch black in there.
I would do that, wouldn't I? God dang it.
Damn.
And were they in a single file order, or were they
They
like
were single
in a
file,
square?
one after another. Yep.
There's only 16 possible combinations. So while other people are figuring out solutions, Cat's gonna just try to brute force one.
Okay, here's what I want you to do, Kat. If you're brute forcing it, roll a d16 /r space 1d16. This is which one you get it on.
Oh, no. Oh, thank God.
Okay, on the inside, as Kat is very quickly moving tiles about, trying each possible position. You guys on the inside, mark off injured. Go down to injured. And as you guys start coughing and hacking, blood is coming out of your nose. You're coughing up blood. I want you two to roll me your rage. Now, Connor, what moon were you born under?
Gibbous.
Your difficulty is a 5.
Okay.
This is
Hello?
me.
Where did I mark that?
Koa, what moon were you born under?
Trying to find that right now. Whoops. Didn't mean to open that. I don't see where I marked it down.
On the left-hand side, underneath the lock, there's a book. It should be in there.
Yeah, if you click the book.
I don't see where I marked it down. Apparently, I did not write it down. That is my fault.
I think you were either. Did you go
Am I
full moon
still-
or?
am I in
It was
there,
not.
Bert?
I rolled random. That's
You rolled
my
random.
fault.
What
Yeah,
is
that's
your
my
rage?
fault.
What is your rage?
I believe I upped that as well.
How
Um,
much?
I think
Glory,
it was
honor,
a
wisdom?
2.
What do you have
I
in
believe
those?
it was a 2. I have a 3 in wisdom. And
Okay.
nothing in honor or glory. No honor, no glory. I'm sorry. I spaced
That's
out on
fine. So your difficulty is 8.
Oh,
Oh,
so you said mine's 5.
okay.
Bert, do I need to roll for this as well?
Nope. Just the 2 people that are trapped
Oh.
in the room that is a death trap.
Hey, Koa.
So Koa, you failed, no successes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Connor, you made 2 successes.
Mhm.
Okay, Connor, removed, injured, and hurt. You are merely bruised, and you're really freaking mad.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Cat, you get the right connections. The door opens.
Okay.
You hear your 2 friends or your two acquaintances in this room. They're coughing, hacking. Lights are still off. You guys smell something very bitter in the air. I'm gonna say that Kate, you and who was it? Who else was it that saw the pipe coming or the smoke?
That was me.
Okay, so you both look up at that pipe as soon as you enter the room. There's just enough light coming from the hallway now that you can see it's stopped. There's nothing coming out anymore. Your 2 friends here, Koa and Connor, are a bloody mess. There's blood streaming out of their nose, from their mouth. It's gotten on their shirts. Koa still looks pretty bad off. Connor, even though there's a ton of blood on him, not bad.
The fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of push ahead and try to pull Connor out of there.
Okay.
Just to get him out of the gas. We'll go back.
I'm
for Koa after.
gonna basically like get up on my knees, and then I'm gonna like leap forward out of the room to get some fresh air,
Okay.
or fresher air. Still coughing up along.
Connor, you're feeling fine. That bruise, turn it from an X into just a single slash.
All right.
You're still like, it's a role-playing cues. You're really angry. You don't know why, but you're just really angry. You want to put your fist through something.
You said there was a door on the other side, right?
No, there's no exit that you could see on the other side.
Not to work, but I want to. I need to break a vending machine.
Okay. You go
He's
pound the
angry.
vending machine?
Yep.
Which one, the soda machine or the snack machine?
Snack machine. That's glass. Get a
All
snack.
right. You shatter the glass, cutting your arm a little bit as you do
Yep.
so. Food starts falling out of it. And is anybody standing next to Connor as this is happening?
No, I'm out there gagging still.
I'm gonna
or
say yeah,
choking.
probably.
I had to storm back in the room.
It's my little buddy.
Barnaby, you see him punch through the glass, tearing bits of his flesh as he's doing it. And then as he's going in to punch again, the same arm, you see the wound knitting. It's healing.
What the hell? Hey, you feeling alright? I mean, clearly not, but like, talk me through it.
I'm just hungry right now.
Damn,
Lots
okay.
of food, all kinds of
I
chocolate,
think
trail
there's
mix.
a Snickers right there. I think you need that one.
I'm gonna take a handful of
Yeah,
Snickers.
let's crack
Yeah.
up with you, buddy.
You said
And
there
the
was
food, you all are actually quite hungry. Connor, you especially are really hungry right now. Koa,
Yeah.
mark off your injured to 1 slash. You're starting to feel a little bit better. So instead of it being a cross, make it just a single slash.
Yep.
I'll wait till the angry guy gets out of the way, then I'll go find some snacks.
Okay. Connor, once you shove some food in your mouth, you're starting to calm down a little bit.
Mhm. Okay.
I just cough and I go, what the? Oh, sorry.
So the lights are off in this room, but with the door open now, the emergency lights from the hallway are kind of, you guys can kind of make out what they were seeing. There's lockers, there's some kind of work uniforms, rubberized, pool table, little lounge, microwave, a hot plate.
I want to find something
Everything.
heavy to put between the door and to wedge it open in case it slams shut again.
Okay, there's like a big concrete ashtray that you can kind of just roll over.
Wow. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So, I want to. How long was that hallway?
From the door that you guys were first locked into this one, it's about 20 feet.
20 feet. I'm gonna go collect the clock to see what time it is.
Okay, it's been 10 minutes.
10 minutes total.
Yeah, from the time that it said start to now has been 10 minutes.
All right, still 40 minutes left. I'm gonna
So
take
it's 10 minutes after midnight, according to the clock.
I'm gonna start looking around for ways out, like doors, windows in this break room.
Okay,
So with Cat.
you
I'm
guys
gonna look around
find
for cameras. Like, I don't understand what the hell's going on here, what the purpose is. There's got to be someone watching us, so I'm going to look for that.
okay. Michael, we'll start with Michael Bolton. You don't see any cameras, but you find like there's some old analog style TV sets or monitors. There's a bank of them. There's 9 of them. So like a bank of 3. There's 3 on one shelf, 3 on the next shelf, 3 on the next shelf. Because there's so many of them and you're in IT, you think that they're like, that looks like a security monitor setup, but old. They're old CRTs.
Can I turn it on?
There's no power anymore. You turn it on, no power. People that are looking around for exits. You don't find any other doors, but you do find a niche which kind of turns back in like an S, and it is a restroom and shower. But no, you don't find any other exits. No windows, no doors, and you still have the distinct feeling that you're underground.
Well, at least we have accommodations.
Did you say that the hall that we were in between the first room and this room, it does not go on?
It doesn't.
Doesn't,
Basically,
okay.
just you have the room you came out of and the room that you're in, and there were
Okay.
no other cross rooms at all.
I'm gonna stare at the ceiling, looking to see if there's any hints to like a hatch, a ladder.
There's
more
another
vents.
vent. It's another vent in this room, up on the ceiling. Air still flowing from it.
You want to see if
There's-
think what I'm thinking?
Hey, Bethany.
If you think where there's air, there's freedom, then you think what I
Well,
think.
Well, the last one took us outside of that room. Maybe this one will take us outside of this one. You good for another crawl, Bethany?
Yeah. She's going through the lockers and she finds a little pin light. She's like, yeah, I've got light. Okay. She grabs a trail bar, scarfs it down real quick. Okay. Somebody boost me up.
I give you boost. Come here.
I'll help as
thanks.
well.
You give her a boost up. She crawls into the vent. She's like, "Oh, it's a little bigger down here." She starts crawling. It's like, okay, it goes straight. Okay. Dead ends, and I've got a left or a right. Which way should I go?
Last time was left, wasn't it?
No, it was just straight.
Just
Well,
straight?
it went up at a kind of an L, and then it was just straight.
Okay.
I'm gonna say left is always right in my book.
Go left, but if you come to another, always keep turning the same direction so you know you can get back by going the opposite.
Okay. Shit. The light went out. She's like, okay, there's a little light in here. Okay, I'm good. And as she's talking, the middle CRT monitor comes on, and it's showing her legs through what must be some kind of night vision camera, and she's making that left and she's crawling.
Oh, that's not good.
And then you watch as very quickly a panel drops, cutting her off from the T. And then another monitor clicks on, showing a head-on view as she's crawling through. She's like, I heard something. Oh, hey, the light's gone. I can't see anything.
There's a camera that they can see you. Can she hear us?
Which way? And she's crawling forward. As she's crawling forward, you see another panel drops behind her. What was that?
Just keep crawling. Don't stop.
Don't stop. The panels are dropping behind you.
All right. She's frightened, and she starts crawling forward, and the panels start dropping faster. And then you guys see it on the camera as one drops, and it cuts her legs off right at like the kneecaps. There's a horrible scream. And then you guys see another one drop, and then the last one drops, and her head rolls down the air conditioning vent.
Michael Bolton screams like a little girl.
I just look with the shocked expression on my face, like what the hell did I just witness?
Yeah, I'm kind of disgusted, but I also, unfortunately, this self-preservation. I'm trying to see if there's any blood dripping from the ceiling in any spot.
No, the one monitor that is still on, that shows her head finally coming to a stop, flicks off, and then there's just a red sign that says failure, and it winks off.
Go fuck yourself.
So maybe we were supposed to have gone right.
Well, why would they trap left side and not trap right side too? It is likely trap both ways.
But then where else do we get out if that's part of the puzzle?
Maybe
I was
that's
searching the
not the
walls
wrong
for any
way.
kind of secret compartments, anything to press to reveal a secret door or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect the hallway as well, past this break room.
Is there a secondary pen light?
All right. Who's in the hallway?
Koa.
Koa. Mark off. So you were, let's see, you were one slash and injured, and then an X and bruised and hurt, right?
Yes.
Okay, remove the injured. You just have the hurt and bruised right now. You're starting to feel better. You start looking around the hallway, and what you find is you got your hand, and you're kind of running it against the wall to see if there's anything that's odd, and then there's a gap.
There's a gap?
Your hand just skips a space that's no more than like 2 feet wide. You find that there's a gap with a wall just a few feet behind it. So like if you're looking at it, it looks like a solid wall. But you found it by running your hands along it, and then your hand kind of drops in. It's just a space 2 feet wide. And then the wall that's just on the other side of it, to complete the illusion, it's maybe 2 feet deep in. So it's a very small niche.
I call out, there's something here.
Folks that are searching around the room, Tyr, you do not find any other exits or entrances, but name one tool or item you think you would have found, or you want to have found.
Crowbar.
Simple tool, simple item. You find a crowbar. Who else was looking around the room?
I was.
Cat was.
Okay, Kat, what simple item would you have found?
Oh man, he already took the one I was gonna. Like a. Oh. Sorry, the word's blanking. There was someone else searching. Could you come back to me in a moment?
Yep. Who else was searching?
I was specifically looking for another light.
Another light. You find a good sturdy flashlight, old style. What are those things called? The ones that you go beat someone.
The mag lights.
The mag light. And you find that it doesn't have batteries in it, but you find a fresh pack of batteries that's within the last year.
All right.
Anyone
Anyone
find a
else?
screwdriver?
Okay, I
Screwdriver.
got it.
Okay. Yeah, Barnaby, you find a screwdriver. Cat,
Oh, yeah.
Pliers.
pliers. Get some pliers. Just because you're poking around anyway. Michael, what do you find?
A flash drive.
Flash drive. Yeah, you find a flash drive.
It's got the goodies on it.
It's only like, it's one of the old like 1 gig flashlights that you get from companies that are just throwing out freebies. It's like an old small 1 gig flash drive.
What? Does it have any label on
Bruce digs around and he finds a manila file, and he's like, he just takes a seat and he looks like he's just been stunned as he's going through the file work. Jenny just scavenges a couple of sodas. She's kind of sticking some inside of her, her clothing, gets a few bars of food. Andrew finds some painkillers. He's ripped the top off some aspirin. His hand is hurting him. Take some aspirin. That's when you guys hear Koa yell out that there's something in the hallway. Mikhail, did you find something?
I found the roll of duct tape.
Duct tape. All right.
Well, he's the most powerful one among us right now.
Yes, obviously. With duct tape can be
If
used
only
for
I'd said
anything.
baling wire, we would be unstoppable.
Oh God, that's the word I was missing too. Thank
Wait,
you.
can I change my answer to a brick of C4?
Well, unfortunately, no C4. Koa's calling out from the hallway. He seems to have found something.
I'll head over.
Yeah.
Rush over.
I will head over too.
Yeah, I think we all.
I say there's a little way here we can squeeze through, but it's real small. And after what I just seen on that monitor, I don't know how I feel about this.
Cats.
Well, I don't think we can all fit through that.
How big is that gap?
2 feet.
Someone who found a light, come up and take a look.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a much wider space. It's like just 2 feet wide where the gap is, but you can kind of turn sideways. But once you're in there, it opens up, and what your flashlight shows is it's a sewer. Sewage is running through the middle. There's a concrete sidewalk on one side and on the far bank.
Is there any wires or a pressure plate on the other side of this?
Good thinking. Whoever's holding a light for him, you check it out. No, it looks safe.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Take
Okay.
Take one of the spare jumpsuits and throw it through the hole. See if it trips anything.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Cat would go back and try to see if there is in fact one of the sets of various rubber clothing small enough to fit her.
Sure.
Because she's teeny.
I got an idea. I
How
also
many
go
sets
back
are
to
there?
the room,
Okay.
and is there a pool stick?
Yes.
I take one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, smart.
And, yeah, I take that, and as we get ready to go through, I'm basically going to move it up and down, see if it
Yep.
trips any wires or anything.
Smart.
Every adventure needs a 10-foot pole.
That's right.
Yep.
So Koa, you're in the lead. You kind of squeeze yourself into that 2-foot gap, and then you're on the other side where there's freely running sewage water going right down the middle. It goes, it goes, well, I'm going to say east to west. You don't actually know what direction it is, but it goes, we'll say east to west. It seems to be flowing east.
Okay.
There is a concrete walkway that's about 3 feet wide that goes same direction, and there's another one on the opposite bank, and there's about a 10-foot. So the sewage takes up about 10 feet in the middle. Okay.
I'm just going to see how deep it is using the pool stick as well, since I walked through with it.
Okay. You do not hit bottom.
I say to everybody, do not go in the water. It is really freaking deep.
It does not smell of waste. It must be post-treatment. It smells very antiseptic and very strong of chemicals.
Okay,
Still on
water
something.
treatment plant.
Is the pool stick intact when I take it out, or is it like
Yes.
melted?
Nope, it's fine.
Okay.
Everybody, no, I'll just when you pull the pull stick out, though, the stream of waste is all going. It's not very quick, but it is moving. But it's a very placid. But as you pull that pull stick out, those of you that are coming to the edge, you're kind of looking around with your flashlights. You can see there's a small ripple, like as if something just moved out of that water, slightly upstream to where Koa pulled out his pull stick.
Okay.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
See what?
Fuck, there was a ripple, like something moved.
Are you?
Could just be the current.
Fucking with me.
That being said, if we follow the current, we should at least get to an outlet.
Are you sure you saw a ripple?
Does,
I thought I did.
does anyone have something heavy to throw into the water?
We have pool balls.
We have pool balls.
I grab a handful of pool balls and I toss one in.
When you go back to the pool balls, you notice that Bruce, the bald guy that worked for the same company as Michael Bolton and Kat, hasn't moved from the chair. He's pulled out one piece of paper from some folders he found, and he's just staring at it.
Hello there, friend. Are you okay?
We're part of some kind of experiment. He goes through and he hands you a piece of paper.
Mhm.
I read paper.
It is your history.
Oh,
In depth. It goes back 5 generations of your family. You may not even know everyone that's listed here. It's got a family tree going back 5 generations. It has exactly when you came into this country, where you were born, everything about you, a recent medical write-up. And you're the EMT or you're not the EMT? Sorry.
I'm not the EMT.
You're not the EMT. So there's a lot of medical jargon on there. The only thing that stands out to you is that a whole bunch of tests were performed on you, and you're looking at the date. You kind of remember this, actually. Your job required you to have a physical. You remember that. Blood drawn, that sort of thing. It was a little odd because they offered you $100 just to come in on that specific day and time.
Yeah, I remember. That was strange. What? Is it just me, or is there paper for
No,
everyone?
it's everybody. He shows you. Everybody there has one of these forms.
Are there more documents, or is this only
is
one?
it. This is it. This is all that was there.
Okay, let's I look for something to like put it in to like keep it safe, so it's not just paper in a manila folder.
You know what? There's a clipboard. There's one of those plastic clipboards that inspectors have that closes.
That opens and closes.
Yeah, and it's airtight.
All
It's got
right.
like a gasket seal around it.
I take the clipboard and I hand it to him. Put the papers in here, so that they don't get ruined.
He seems to be a little freaking out. He does what you say, but he kind of stands up and he's looking around the room and said, I didn't agree to this. I didn't sign any form.
Okay, friend, calm down. We are going to get through this together. Give me the papers.
You're trying to calm him down. This is going to be a manipulation.
Okay.
And you can do empathy. You can do leadership. Whichever one works best for
You know what? I'm gonna try an empathy. So.
Okay.
Is this
on
the guy
it.
that burned his hand?
you. This is not the guy that burned his hand. This is the little the official.
This is Kat and Michael Bolton's boss.
No, this is not the boss. This is the guy who's in PR. He just thinks he's above you because you're merely IT. Your boss is Andrew, the guy that did burn his hand.
Now I can also use. I have a specialty for manipulation. I have unswerving logic. So
Yes, I think that would apply.
Okay.
Your difficulty on this is a 5.
5. All right, my friend. What is your name? Is Bruce, right? All right, Bruce. Calm down. We are going to get through
Bruce
this.
Dawson.
We're going.
You want to know my
this
name?
together.
Here's my whole life history right here. Right on this paper. What does this mean here at the bottom? Genetic marker positive? Marker for what?
We
4
are.
successes. You talk him down. I mean, he's still a little shaky, but no, he's like, okay, yeah. If we stay together, we can get through this. Yeah. Just like those team building camps said, right? Like, you
Yep.
find out everybody's strengths. eliminate
Absolutely.
your weaknesses, and you can do anything. Right?
Exactly.
Right.
Your
right, yeah.
your strength is my strength. My strength is your strength.
Okay. Right.
Now here,
then-
put the papers in here, and I open up the clipboard.
While this is going on, Jenny, the little 5'8" girl with the pixie cut red hair, she kind of sits down, cross-legged. She's just eating baby Ruth, some kind of child. You know, she's like, "Yeah, I'm diabetic. I've got to sit down for a minute."
Okay.
As she's doing that, something reptilian with a lot of teeth just erupts in front of her out of the sewage.
Can I try to?
We're in Florida.
Yeah. Can I
no.
try
We
to,
are not in Florida. Where are
He
we?
gave you a hint. He said the water was placid.
Can I try to kick whatever it is off course from her as a
I'm sorry,
reaction?
who's talking? Sorry.
Koa,
Koa. Okay, so what do you want to do?
try to kick it to knock it. It's trying to go at her, so I'm trying to kick it like from the side or something away from her.
Oh, okay, this thing. All right. So that means you get really close to it.
Yeah.
It is a cross between an alligator, a dinosaur, and a man. It is some kind of freak of nature. Yes, you can try and do this. This is going to be.
I thought this was just an alligator or a
Man,
crocodile.
bear, pig.
No.
Is it standing up on two
I was
legs?
thinking man, bear,
or...
pig.
It jumps out of the sewage enough that you see this, but it's really quick.
Okay.
You're the only one close enough to like get in there and try and do something about it, and so you get a really
Instead of
good look
kicking
at it.
it, can I do like a shoulder tackle or shoulder?
Yes, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
I thought it was smaller, going like lower to the
So,
ground. So that's why
I think in this case, I want a strength and a brawl from you,
Okay.
and
You
it is
got
going to
this.
be this is going to be a versus. So
Okay.
under let me see how this works in this sheet. Give me just a minute here. So if I do brawl, difficulty. Okay, let me roll first. Maybe that's the best way to do this. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, so I want to see the dice. Show me the dice. There.
You can
Click on the thingy.
Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Difficulty 7.
you got this.
47. My specialization does not go into play because it's
What is your specialization?
Steely grip.
No. Now, here's a good point to. So you guys have willpower. Okay. You can spend willpower before you roll as an automatic success. One automatic success.
Okay.
Okay. So
I,
you have to
can I do
decide
that?
before you roll if you want to spend it or not. And willpower
I wanna-
comes back, but slowly.
I would like to use one willpower. Is that okay?
That is okay. So
Okay.
go ahead and make that roll.
That still means he needs 6 successes, correct?
No. No, he doesn't. The way I'm doing this is I'm just doing this as a hazard instead of as he gets one net success, he's okay. So he may get some ones that cancel that out, but no spending the willpower means you automatically do it. But go ahead and make the roll anyway. Let's see if you do it better than the 1. So you end up with 3 successes actually. That's really good. So describe how you knock it out of the way.
I just go. I like shoulder first. I would go in like a football tackle into it, and just try to knock it back in the water. And hopefully people can see what I just did and realize what the heck what I just tackled.
Koa just knocked. The rest of you just saw some large alligator type of thing, like an enormous alligator. Koa just jumped in, did it. Unfortunately, Jenny saw it too, and Jenny completely loses her shit, and she just takes off running down the concrete in the direction of the sewage flow.
Bad for me. I'm probably going to chase
Screaming, making a lot of noise.
I call it hold up, and I'm gonna break the pool stick in two, and give it. If someone's going after her, take one of the halves.
Yeah. I will go. I'm running after her.
Okay, so Koa, you're basically your action was taking up by body checking the
Okay.
the
Sorry.
huge gator. So who is running after her?
I am.
Oh, Cat would also.
Cat, you take off, and okay, so nothing's lighting up for me. This is one of the things that is difficult
Gotcha.
without the video. Who's saying they ran?
Connor.
Connor. Okay, Connor. You both take off after Jenny. Did either one of you have a light?
I have the flashlight.
You have the flashlight. Okay, so you're able to spot her. You can't believe how fast. She's terrified, screaming, running down. And as she's doing this, your flashlight, you're seeing more ripples in the sewage. Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
I have
I'm gonna head
arrived
back
with-
to the room to retrieve Mikhail and Bruce and tell them we need to get going because Ginny ran off.
Bruce hands you a sheet of paper, Barnaby. You've got an interesting heritage there.
Bruce, what did I say? They need to stay in clipboard. We don't want them to get destroyed.
I'll need that back, Barnaby.
We'll take a look at that later. We gotta get going.
I'm going to seal all the documents in the clipboard, and then I'm going to using my tape. I'm going to tape it nice and tight, tape
Nice.
it shut, so that it doesn't accidentally pop open.
Duct tape, the most powerful.
I
Okay.
like it.
So, Koa,
And then
Yes.
pick up a bunch of those balls. And,
you
let's
grab
get out of
so
here.
you got the pool ball. So Koa and Cat are running after Jenny.
No, it's Connor and
Mikhail, you're getting
Connor and Cat.
the pool balls. Tyr, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go back. Did I see the alligator creature?
Everybody saw something, but only Koa really got a good look at it.
Okay. How many suits were there? Those rubber suits?
Oh, several. More than enough for all of you.
I'm gonna go grab a suit
Okay.
because it's like nasty. Now, does it fully seal?
No, the boots are enough that you could wade in, up to your knees. But this
Okay.
this sewage is deeper than that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take some of those. I'm not gonna put them on yet.
Okay, yeah. But you grab a suit, vest, and the boots. How about Michael? What's Michael doing?
I don't know. I'm seeing all kind of weird shit coming out everywhere. I'm look for like a crowbar or something to use as a weapon if something comes back.
Okay,
That's what I
let's
got.
say you find a wrench, like a pipe wrench.
Okay.
That's fine.
I want to get some of those more of those pull sticks. There's something's out there.
They're a fire axe somewhere.
Ooh, that's a good one. I tell you what, roll me a D100, just slash R 1D100. But before you roll it, tell me high or low. This is what I call a luck check.
High or low? I'm gonna say low.
Okay. Is that a 30?
That is a 30.
Okay, yeah, you actually find one of those fire boxes that's got the axe behind the glass.
Excellent. I take
Yeah.
the axe.
All right. So Connor, Mikhail, and Barnaby, you guys are leading Bruce out. Party separated again. So Kat and Koa, you're running to try and catch up with Jenny.
It's not Koa, it's Connor that went with.
Cat and Connor.
Connor went. Okay, yeah, Kat and Connor. You guys are chasing after Jenny. Why don't both of you guys make me a roll? I want a stamina and athletics.
Okay.
Just a
Athletics.
5.
Stamina difficulty 5.
Yes.
Would because this is sewer, would gymnastics factor in at all?
No, this is
Okay.
just trying to keep up with her. She is sprinting like mad.
Okay.
Neither one of you are winded then. Actually, you're both feeling pretty good. and you catch up with her. She's screaming. Tears running down her face. She's foaming at the mouth. She's still running. You haven't stopped her. You're just pulling up even with her, and you can see that those splashes in the sewage, they're getting more active.
All right, calm down. You're attracting more of them. Shh.
She's not listening at all. She's still running. You guys are pacing her, but she's not stopping. She's not listening. What do you do?
Can I try and grab her?
Well, while he tries to possibly do something on her end, Kat's going to be watching those splashes, waiting for something to try to come out at her so that she can give it a like, she's still running along, but as soon as something, she's waiting for something to try to jump at them again, basically.
Okay. You see reptilian tails. You see the armored back of something reptilian kind of move and undulate in the water. They seem to be pacing you. So because you guys are still running, you haven't stopped. Connor, you want to try and grab her, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so this is actually brawl, so it's a strength in brawl. Difficulty, give me a second.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
You're going to spend a willpower?
Yep.
Okay, I still want you to roll, though.
Oh, yeah.
Are there, can you botch?
If you spend willpower, that is an automatic success.
But I mean, can you, is there like, if you like, can you roll like all ones or something that is considered a botch, or is there anything like that?
So a botch is if you fail and you have at least one, a 1 as a result. That is a botch. If you have even one success and ones, remove successes. But if you have a success, let's say you have 1 success and 3 ones, that's not a botch because you did make a success, but you didn't. You still failed, but it's not a botch because you did roll 1 success. When you spend willpower, though, the success from a willpower happens after the roll, so there's always 1 clear success.
And what's my difficulty?
A 5.
Okay.
You've got 1 clear success, but let's see if you do anything else.
All right, this is funny. 1 success, a 10.
Nice.
Okay. So 2 successes. All right. That's not stellar, but it happens. Let's say, so you grab her. She's kind of small. You're a little bit larger, I would think.
Taller.
Okay. So you just pick her up. So you've got a hold of her. You pick her up. So she stops running, but she's just screaming her head off.
Yep. All right.
Cat, though, you're now seeing like 4 of these things that just kind of butt up against the edge of the cement. They're just under the water. You can kind of see the lizard armored like backs. They're right there, right next to you. They're not making any other moves yet. And she's screaming her head off.
Oh, as soon as one moves, that thing is, depending upon whether it goes up, getting a snap kick to the throat, or whether it goes down, getting a hammer heel to the neck. One of the 2.
All right. Calm down. You're making a lot of noise.
She's beyond reason. Something snapped in her brain. She's not stopping.
Do I get the feeling that she'll run if I set her down?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, boy. Yep.
I'll give you a moment. Meanwhile, back at the other camp.
Yep.
Well, you've escorted Bruce back out. He's Mikhail, did you give him back the thing that's been duct taped, or did you have it now?
I still have it, unless he got real cool real quick and.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Just
Just thoughtfully coming along. He's muttering to himself every now and then.
Just stay behind me. You know what they say about a Russian with a fire axe, right?
No. What did they say about a Russian with a fire axe?
You stay the fuck behind him.
Well, obviously, that's not much of a saying.
I just ignore him.
Don't worry, Mike. I liked it.
I look
Thank you.
at Michael and I say, it's better to be behind them than in front of them. Looking at the two of them.
Well, let's just say when I swing it, I hope I don't swing it through one of you.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for
Yeah. Are there any
reptiles.
ripples? Are we
There's
seeing
something.
any?
There's something in the water. I don't know what it was. There's something in the water.
The water looks fine where you guys are, but there is a lot of commotion in the direction that your friends just ran after Jenny.
Yeah. Let's get a move on.
I think we need to put a little hustle.
Yeah, I just look back there and I say, whatever the hell that was, it was not no fucking alligator or crocodile. It was unnatural. Don't know what it was.
I am not familiar with these creatures. You will need to tell me about them later.
Would I, being a native here, there aren't any alligators here.
No.
There are no reptiles at all in Alaska except maybe sea turtles.
Yeah,
This is
that's what
weird.
I'm like. Yeah.
And I look back and I say,
Sure it wasn't a walrus, maybe?
It was
Or
on
sea-
2 legs.
Well, keep
Two
an eye
legs?
on the water.
Like it had arms?
Could I see it clear enough if it had arms or not?
It had arms.
I say
Yeah.
yes, it had arms.
Oh dear.
Gator.
At this old Russian handweight wives' tale.
I don't know, but I'm guessing most of whatever just happened is going to happen down there. And I say, let's get going.
You guys head in that direction. Connor, she's not stopping screaming. She will run if you let her go. Cat, you start seeing the snouts come up out of the water. They look like enormous alligators.
I need you to be
Something.
quiet now. You're
Reptiles of some sort. The head is easily like
Mhm.
5 feet. it's
Oh, God.
enormous.
You're safe right now. We need to get back to the group, and you're safe.
She's not stopping.
Yeah.
Her brain has broken, and she's just screaming.
Um.
I mean,
Well.
Cat,
At this
very
point,
human-like hands come out of the water. Well, they're scaled and they're enormous, and they end in talons, but 5-fingered hands grip the edge of the concrete as 5 of these creatures start to slowly pull themselves up over the edge. Cat,
better get
roll me
going
your
fast.
rage.
Huh?
Roll me your rage. Now that you've
Okay.
And what moon were you born under?
She was born under the full moon.
Okay, so it's going to be a difficulty of 7.
Difficulty of what?
7.
7. Okay. That's that's 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes, you say.
Yep.
Let me check something real quick. Okay. Connor, you don't see this because you're got a squirming, yelling, screaming person in your head. Cat, you frenzy. You take upon for the first time your Krynos form, which is you go from human being to werewolf. And the only thing in your vision needs to be killed. Everything. All of it needs to die right now.
Okay. That was about what she was about to hit before she werewolf. So
So if you click on the wolf head on the right-hand side and go ahead and click the box that says Krynos.
okay.
I don't know if that. Hold on a second. I don't know if that changes our stuff or not. No, that's just a roll. No, don't need that. Let me find it. Oh, where is it?
Is it
It's the
under
wolf
the
on the left
same thing
side.
as biography and such?
Oh no, it's on the left-hand side. If you click on the wolf on the left-hand side, you will now see how your stats are different. Your strength is 4 better.
Oh.
Your dex is 1 better. Your stamina is 3 better, but your manipulation goes down by 3.
That's fine. Manipulation was already something she wasn't very good at.
I think if you click on it, it will make the stat adjustments. Yeah, it makes the stat adjustments if you click where it says Krynos at the top.
Okay. All right. It's murdering time.
It's murdering time. Yep. I'm going to give you the initiative. So, yeah, go ahead, attack something.
All right. And that's just weaponless
strength and
martial
brawl.
art, I think.
It's strength and brawl. You
Jeez.
don't have a weapon in your hand, and it's just all rage.
That's just the kind of thing. Would her specialty kick in here because no weapon?
No, not in this case. No.
She's just. I imagine at this point that she's just.
There's no finesse at this point. Let's put it that way.
All right. Okay. She's just gonna be kicking. What difficulty are we talking?
All right. So I'm doing this a little different than just straight combat. This is more a situation that you need to get yourself out of. It's a 6.
Okay. Rolling. That sucked.
No successes.
So many
Connor,
ones.
you hear the sound of like wet snapping. You swear you hear like the sound of like bones breaking. What do you do? Like you're holding her, so you really can't, unless you're going to drop her or do something. You can't really turn to see what's going on behind you.
Is there any way I could turn my head, or is it taking my full attention?
You want to turn your head?
Yep.
There's a wolf standing on 2 legs, attacking crocodile-headed large creatures. Yeah, it's strange. It's really strange. You guys that are running to see what's going on, some of you have light, I'm sure, and so you played across the situation. You see Connor holding the screaming lady, and he's looking around. You see shock on his face, and who's got the light?
The one holding the light.
So who's holding the light?
Not dropped.
The guy holding the girl.
Connor was the one with the flashlight.
No, I mean with the other group that's running. To
Oh,
He
catch
didn't
up.
have a light. Connor had the only light. And the chick that got chopped up.
I think we have. Oh, okay.
Somebody, that's right. Yeah, the person who got chopped up found the pin light. So yeah, you don't see what's going on. You just see, because the flashlight's kind of held in one of his hands, so you see the light right on Connor's face, and you see the look of shock on his face. But you don't know what's going on. You hear the sound of like rending and tearing, and then what sounds like a cry of a wolf.
I'm thinking to myself, what the heck did I get myself into?
Connor,
I'm
what's your
still-
reaction? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Connor, what's your reaction?
I
So you see
want
this.
to take her away from all of that.
So you're just going to run in the direction she was running? Do you let her go to let her run on herself, or are you
I'm
just
not
running with her?
running. I'm putting distance between us because the wolf's not looking at us, right?
No, it is full on attacking those creatures.
So it's attacking the crocodiles. I'm going to put some distance, but I'm not running.
Okay, so you step away. Well, do you want to highlight the scene or not? Because you can move her with the flashlight.
Yeah, I'm going to point the flashlight at the whole situation.
All right.
I don't want them to
So
walk.
here's
into
what
our
happens.
place.
The scene is spotlit. You guys see we're all what looks like a movie werewolf ripping and tearing into this group of crocodile creatures, half men, half crocodiles. You guys are all stunned, with the exception of Andrew and Bruce, who lose their freaking mind and they dive into the sewage.
Sucks for them.
What are you doing?
You fools! Get out of there!
Oh, okay. Oh no, I see what happened.
What do you guys want to do?
Can
There's,
I
They
push
there's a
Nothing I
swing
can
battle
or
do.
going on.
they
You
just
guys, it's
dive
weird to
down?
you guys, but you're not losing your crap like those two did.
Can I put two and two together? What just happened?
What do you want to say?
Not say, but seeing those two jump into the water after losing their shit and me holding this girl. There's either something different about them or us.
Okay.
I have no idea. Wait,
Cat, make me
Where's
another
Cat?
roll. Make me another combat roll.
Okay, another. Right.
Yeah, same thing as before.
Okay,
Nice.
that's 7 successes. Holy shit.
You tear into these creatures, absolutely destroying 3 of them, just tearing them to shreds. The other 2 go off. You revel in the spilling of the blood. You just unleash a howl of delight. Make me a willpower check.
What difficulty?
What's your rage?
The rage is 5.
Difficulty 5.
Okay.
Okay.
1 success.
The red mist and the rage just leaves you. And then Cat is there, clothing ripped to shreds, as your Krynos form much larger than yourself, heaving, covered in blood, smile on her face, like huge dopamine hit. You feel amazing, but exhausted.
I'm gonna take the flashlight off of the now.
Now, very. Yeah.
Okay.
Connor, you step back just enough. There's a manhole cover above you.
All right. Manhole cover up here. Koa, I'm gonna need some low tech anesthesia.
Yeah, sure. I guess. I look at her and I apologize ahead of time. And instead of punching her, I'm just gonna put her in an arm bar or a choke, not a choke, like the arm around the neck, try to like not kill her.
Sleeper.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna punch her. 'cause
As an
it seems like-
EMT, you know that it's as likely to kill her as put her under, because movies lie about that.
Oh, yeah.
But you
No,
do it
I know.
as gently as you can.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and assist him through it at least.
yeah.
If you do blood
Okay,
choke
well,
right, it'll be-
We're getting towards the end of the night, so I'm not going to have another catastrophe befall you here.
Oh no.
But she goes under.
Mhm.
You knock her out. You guys are looking up at a manhole cover. Cat is completely exhausted, a huge smile on her face. You've never felt this good in your life.
Cat, would you like to borrow my shirt?
Has it? What did? She looks at him for a moment, looks down, and goes, fuck. Yes.
Here, I've got put this on. I hand the suit to her. It might be
Yeah.
a little big.
I mean, given that she took the one that was small enough for her, they're probably whatever additional rubber suit there is probably a little big on her. But
Okay. Now what?
Oh, I guess I found the manhole cover. I'll climb up.
You touch the side of the metal stairs going up to the sewer lid. and the bottom of the sewer lid lights up. It's another display. It says, "End of study."
Fuck you.
Hey, Mike, can I borrow that axe?
Here. There's a lot where you swing it.
Yeah, thanks, bud. I'm gonna smash the display.
Okay, yeah, dude, shatters. It also, you're kind of a buff person. You also move the sewer lid, so sewer lid opens. You're in an alley somewhere in the city. There's a new moon in the sky. You can hear the sound of traffic in the distance. And Barnaby, you're the first one to put your head over the edge, and there's a group of crows, ravens perhaps, just kind of staring at you intently.
I'm at the back of everybody, by the way, watching the sewer water in case any of the other guys try to get out and do anything if any of them survived.
Sure. Okay, so we're at time. You guys come out of the sewer, seeing some very disturbing and odd things tonight. Mikhail, since you were the last one to hold it, you do have those strange documents. We'll say at some point you guys find a diner, find somewhere to just get your bearings. And looking through it, it looks like each one of you was part of some experiment. Who had the EMT background?
I did.
Okay,
Connor.
Connor. So, not only does it have a family chart going back 6 generations, it looks like they have the genetic makeup, and you guys all share a genetic marker, as did at least one of your ancestors in the past 6 generations. And towards the bottom, it says, acceptable candidate for study.
I'll point that out to everyone because it's.
And then the watermark on the page, now that you can see it more clearly, it's all printed out on some company called Pentex. Printed out on like their company paper.
I do not recognize this name.
Do any of us recognize the name?
Yeah, is it something local I would recognize?
No, I don't think any of you would recognize the name.
Would it
None of your
be
background
in the
would-
shipyards? Maybe on any like shipping containers or anything on container ships
Oh,
or
no,
in the port
no.
or something?
Certainly not.
Okay.
They don't do medical studies from what I've seen.
I've never seen any of this down the docks, that logo or name.
Yeah, I'm from around here. I don't recognize it.
All right, we're going to end there for the night. As you guys, you find a cafe, an all-night diner where waitress takes pity on you after I don't know how much you say, but she just basically leaves a pot of coffee out for you while you guys figure out how to get back home.
Oh God.
I'd just like to point out we have no money.
Yep.
That waitress
Covered in
is
blood.
probably
This
looking at
poor
Kat,
waitress.
who's-
Kat is not covered in blood because she's covered in a overly large rubber outfit that's covering her for the most
suit
part.
on.
She is now covered in a overly. Yeah.
I'm gonna check my shoe for a few extra bucks that I keep in there.
Ooh, okay. If it was hidden money, it's there.
It's like maybe like $40 at most.
Okay, yeah. So we'll end it there in the diner while you guys just try and figure things out as you're looking through these papers. Some of you may not even know your history of your families. Like Tyr, you probably don't know it past your immediately your mother and father, but someone did. Yeah. So there we go. Medical readouts. You guys are all part of some kind of medical study by a company called Pentex. We'll pick it up next time for those that want to continue. I'm going to do this kind of episodic from here on out. So folks that can make it, awesome. If you can't make a particular session, should not be a problem. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
So let's just do real quick here. Oak, why don't you plug your streaming? As I understand, you're going to have another game here shortly.
Yes, sir. Right after this, you can catch me, Kate, and Slumber. We'll be playing some 5e homebrew with Kelsto running as DM. We do that 11:30 to midnight Central Tuesdays. Kelsto runs again Friday on a different campaign, midnight Central, and then I run Grimdark on Saturdays, midnight Central.
Okay. Anybody else have something they want to plug?
I do.
Go ahead, John.
So you can catch me tomorrow from 3:30 to 6:30 Central Time on Party Wipe Games, where I will be playing Dog the Marine. And let's see. And then I also, if you are in the greater Kansas City area, run an open table one-shot at Adventure Cafe in Lee Summit, 6 p.m. every Friday.
Cool. And if you found us, hopefully you know where we are, twitch.tv/Steam Steal Murder, but check out our podcast at Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com. There's over 15 years of podcasting goodness there, as well as all of our social media links. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Those that stuck around to watch it, thank you very much. And we'll say goodbye for the night. Goodbye, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Next
Yeah.
time.